Hello everybody, welcome some more Final Fantasy 14 with OverCrit. Joins me today's Drekon.
Hello everybody.
I can't find my emote bar. This place is terrible.
What?
Like, because I logged out of the PvP area, the status bar is wrong.
It's because your whole HUD is set up to PvP in the PvP area. If you leave, it'll go back to its original.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, but at least let me keep my custom bars. Like, why is teleport the only thing still there?
Yeah, it does throw people through. It throws me through a loop every now and then. Like I'll forget. Like I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. No, I'm not. I don't. What am I doing? What is all this?
Well, that's right. Last time we bought the PvP sword.
Yes.
Let's see, cast glamour.
And proceeded to beat the shit out of each other for
the
last like quarter of the stream.
What was it called? Tropios blade? Was that it?
Yeah.
Alright, let's cast that glamour. Wow.
That looks good. Somehow it actually matches that outfit.
Oh, mitagare arigatou. Yeah, it's okay. I am definitely okay with how this looks.
Just okay.
Yeah, I'm just okay. It could be.
I have to admit, I agree that a lot of the katanas do look pretty much the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Like it's the sheath that changes the.
It's the sheath. It's the guard. It's the
handle.
The
pommel.
Pommel. Yeah.
Pommel.
The,
I guess the pommel's part of the handle. Hard to really tell where
Yeah.
it begins and ends in the game.
There might be a little bit of decoration on the base of the blade. There might be some texture differences along the edge, but otherwise, they don't look fancy like yours ever.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're just basically looking for fancy scabbards.
I mean, what is it called? Cast glamour. Do I still have it in here? The only other option would be something like, what's this? Oh. Glamour plate. Do I have it plated up? I don't think I do. No, I do. Yeah, I do have it. I do have it. Bye. The only other difference would be something like this blade.
Oh, yeah, having some kind of animated effect.
Yeah. It is nice though.
It is.
It's just too, I don't know, maybe too much effect on this. It brings to me Does my voice sound different?
I'm not noticing it, not unless maybe they are referring to the last time they have viewed you and it's been a while.
Shoot.
That, or maybe you might sound slightly congested.
Oh, I sound congested?
Maybe a little.
It makes sense. I could probably expel a lot of things right now.
No. We're not gonna talk about that anymore. November. Did you ever did you have a new mic since November?
No. No.
You might just be slightly congested. That might be what's causing it.
Change system sounds. Microphone level is still the same. Still using 480 megahertz of. I don't know. Windows 11 is dumb. I hate this this thing. Some people are like, yo, let's like the heck with Windows not 10, Windows 11, let's bring back Windows 7. Like, man, why the hell would you want to bring back reskinned Vista?
Ew.
What is wrong with you?
I hated Vista so much. Wasn't Vista after 98?
I mean, yeah, it's along in the timeline of things. Yes, it was after 98. There was Windows 95, 98, 2000, ME, XP.
Yeah, Microsoft naming conventions suck.
Yeah, that when they mess up their operating system so bad, they release the next OS within a year.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my mic settings here. Properties? No, it's not the properties. Filters. Edit. Let's see. Noise suppression is automated. Interesting. Got a noise gate, compressor, and gain. Well, they all look samey. Well, anyways, let's see. I don't think there's any new seasonal events happening right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get into that story.
Sounds good.
Heading to Norvrant, north of Fort Job. Wait, where is my return set? Fort Pretoria. I don't feel like...
Not Norvrant.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm Norvrant at all. Alright.
Let's see, you said north of what?
Fort Job.
Fort Job.
Lion. It's such a game changer to know that you could just keep giving your chocobo gashi greens to increase his timeout. Like, imagine me just like looking at my timer and going, "Hold up, guys, hold up! My chocobo is about to leave in a minute."
Yeah.
As gone. Feed that thing. Okay. Is it just me, or does everything feel a little bit more pixelated?
Not sure.
Oh, everything looks okay.
You know, it would be a real shame if the guy that you had a huge lead on suddenly just passed you.
This guy. Wait, why is FSR on? I don't know why FSR is on. Do I turn it off? You know what? I don't care. Wait, you fighting?
Yep.
Oh shoot, I don't even remember what my abilities are. Oh, we're in a fate. Oops, wrong button.
Yeah, I did a wrong button too.
Oh, it's dead. Alright, back to the main
fun.
story quest. Wait, what is this quest called? Seeking Counsel. Oh, I should update the description then. Seeking Counsel. Save. Alright. Last watched in November.
Kind of sad not
welcome back.
seeing experience coming up on my Chocobo now.
Wait, why did I miss those text messages? Okay, it's on. Windows 7 was not that good. It really wasn't.
It was not.
Like, I know for a fact it was a reskinned Windows Vista.
呼び止めてしまってすみません。お話ししたいのは水晶港のことです。
Oh, that's right. Alright, what was the voice I was using for her?
Your weekly question.
Yeah, honestly, her Japanese voice is way too high. Like, she's supposed to be like this tough captain, you know, facing life and death challenges every day against things that could turn you into one of them or eat you.
The English voice actress went with a deeper voice.
Did she? Good job.
Oh yeah.
Good job.
She very much sounds like she has the grit and determination to back up the skill in which to beat your ass into the ground.
Yeah.
While still sounding feminine at the same time.
Yeah. Her Japanese voice sounds Sounds like she could be singing me pop songs in a bunny girl cafe or something. That's, you know what? That sounds weird. Maid cafe. Yeah, maid cafe.
We were going very descriptive there, Crit.
God dang, man. You've got bunny ears. Come on.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Okay.
It's not my fault this country is weird.
When you say this country...
I mean... There's a little industry with this, with like a rabbit as a symbol. This country, man.
Are we talking about Easter?
Sure. Yeah. Let's play Easter.
I'm not sure how you play Easter, but I'm not sure I want to find out.
Well, I'm not gonna go deep. I'm not gonna go deeper in this, but thinking about it, it has lately been very in the anime figure collecting scene. A lot of the current, I don't want to say trend, but they've been making a lot of versions of characters, figures of characters, wearing the, what is that called? Like fishnet stockings and bikini.
The bunny girl outfit?
Yeah, and I mean, you know, fishnet stockings, bikinis, and bunny-eared hairband. It's been a lot of that. Like,
there must be a growing trend or something.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole community about collecting those types of figures on Reddit.
Aw.
Shelves of that shit, man. Anyways. I will not mince words. This matter concerns the Exarch. I think that's good enough.
こうは外見上は年を取ることがありません。それでも長く生きているだけあって、時折老人のように感じることがあるのです。
Oh, that's right. She's like, what is that word? Crushing on the Exarch? Atomoi?
Well,
unrequited
maybe.
love, requited love.
At least in the English translation, she looks up to the Exarch as a grandfather.
All right.
He basically helped raise her, so it's a familial love.
I guess that would also work out. Maybe I've been watching too much anime.
There's no such thing.
Too much anime, like no one. That whole thing is about. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. It's. What is wrong with that country?
I mean, it is a country who had an anime series come from it, who described it as the island nation of debauchery.
Oh my god. There's been so much garbage anime coming out. So much. You know, those. like the third alchemy, the third spin-off, it's not spin-off, parody of nobody likes alchemy, but it's secretly the most powerful skill in the world type. He's a guy. There's like another one out. There's another
Loner Life. Oh my god! I haven't even bothered watching the anime. I tried reading the light novel, and I can't do it. I finished volume 1, and I refuse to pick up any more of it.
I mean, those are all cash grabs, though. They don't have anything worth reading, honestly.
Yeah, the fact that it's popular is surprising. Like,
I mean, you get one light novel about like some guy falling into a pit and then eating something he shouldn't be eating and then growing stupid powerful by the time he crawls out of his hole. You'll get like 100 of them trying to throw shit at a fan to see how much they can hit, like spray on a wall.
I love the fact that I knew instantly what series you were talking about.
But do you know? Can you like I could think of 4 with that plot line.
Let's see. There's Arata. I don't know how to fucking say it.
Arifurita, yeah, that's one.
Yeah, that. Which seemed to have started it all. Failure Frame.
Yep, that's another.
Which the light novels is good. I'm enjoying that. The anime constantly switching between like digital art to CGI really throws me off.
Yeah.
Loner Life.
Yep.
Is very close, and the fact that he just gets isekai'd, is given a bunch of what is considered useless skills, and it somehow makes him the most like flipping powerful person in the world.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the anime is going on. I don't remember. I like stopped after like 4 episodes or something. But I read the manga long enough to see his. I fell down a pit to the very bottom and crawled my way back up and became stupid powerful.
Oh God.
He has that arc. He has that arc.
Dumb. Let's see.
Oh crap!
And
my chair cracked again. I need to get a new chair.
That's what, 3 right now?
No, it's 3.
And the goal was 4? Huh. I mean, technically, solo level kind of falls into that, but not quite.
Solo leveling, huh? No, solo...
Goes in weak. He doesn't fall down a pit, but he gets stuck in a dungeon and comes out stupid powerful. But that one doesn't fit nicely into the mold.
That's a different trope. There's a different trope for that.
Let's see. Number 4.
Dang it, I think I forgot what number 4 was. No, I remember again.
I'm coming up with a blank, though I feel like I should know this one.
I hit level 9999 with my gotcha skill. It starts off with the main character, getting led into a dungeon, and at the halfway point, he gets kicked off a bridge to fall into the very bottom of this pit. And assumed dead. Well, was it a... No, it wasn't a... It wasn't a pit. Was it a pit? No. Wait. Well, anyways. He gets stabbed, almost dies, but ends up falling to the very bottom, whether by a trap or by falling off a bridge. I don't remember which exactly. But it turns out his garbage skill turns out to be OP as all heck at the very bottom of the dungeon, because there's enough resources there to optimize his skill. And then 10 years later, he crawls out of the hole and he's god tier. It was that kind of plot.
That? You know, we have a story in front of us that's a lot more interesting than that hot piece of garbage.
Another one was those it's like Tsukimichi. Guy gets summoned by a goddess, gets kicked into the middle of nowhere because he was ugly.
Yeah, and he apparently has enough mana to rival that of like a demon lord, and he like becomes the master of a dragon and then a giant arachnid, and there's like this.
Wait, hold up. That is actually closer to the solo leveling leveling's trope, so never mind. You can cut that one out. Yeah. Alright.
I know there was a manga that I was reading a little bit that falls into the same trope that we were trying to reference, but I don't remember the name.
Yeah, they're dime a dozen, man. We don't need that.
Yeah.
Alright. In the time it took for her to tell me about how her concerns of the Exarch, the sun has gone down the game. She's got a nice smile, though.
She does.
Like, something charming about like rabbit characters is they're like the front teeth that kind of stick out. I think that's charming. A little bit, like how you can almost see her front teeth as she's moving. Kind of hard to see, but it's a little bit white because of pixelation. It's hard to see. I'm just gonna continue. I'm done making myself embarrassed. All right. Though his countenance belies his age, his demeanor never has. He has seen more than any man should, and grown ever more weary with time.
いえ、デブ症だとか覇気がないという話ではなく、魚をペーパーナイフと勘違いした事件についてでもなくて。
魚をペーパーナイフ。Alright. But I see I give the wrong impression. Well, it's true that he attempted to open a letter with this salmon fillet the other evening. We are not here because I suspect his mind is deteriorating.
そう。こうはどこか死を悟っているかのような定感しているところがあったんです。
Nor do I believe him to be maddeningly unconcerned by the prospect of his own death as he once was. Indeed, the opposite is true. Oh?
それがですね。
It is for this reason that I seek your advice. You know what? Maybe I should just change this to English. I'm getting tired of reading.
あなた方とテンペストから帰還して以来、なんだかとても若々しくなった気がするのです。
Since he returned from the Tempest, the Exarch is not as he was.
特にここ最近は皆さんと何か言及をしているのですよね。
He seems a different man, a younger man.
たまたま調べ物をしている姿を見かけたのですが、その眼差しはさながら無邪気な少年そのもの。まだ見ぬ未来に向けられているように感じられました。
I know not the details of his research, but when I saw him at work recently, there was a glint in his eye that I've never seen before. He looked happy.
そんなコウの変化が私はとても嬉しいのです。まるでつきものが落ちたように生き生きとし始めたことが。
It was as if he had peered into the future, and for the first time, found joy there.
だからこそ以前のコウと関わりの深い自分は近づかない方がいいのではないかと、邪魔になってしまうのではと思っておりまして。
Though it gladdens me to see him thus, I wonder if I should keep my distance. I fear that my presence will only anchor him to the past, remind him of all the pain that came before. Anchors keep us where we have chosen to be.
本当ですか？
Is that so?
よかった。だとしたら今までと変わりなく接していいのですね。
Then perhaps we might remain as we were, as we have always been.
あなたにこの気持ちを打ち明けて正解でした。どうもありがとうございます。
What a relief. Sure.
ただ一つだけ心配なのは、コウが研究に打ち込みすぎて体を壊さないかということ。
In that case, I'll have to speak with him about the amount of time he is spending at work.
どれほど若く見えようとも、私にとってはおじいちゃんですからね。
Oh, okay. Yeah, she did just call him Grandpa. This research is important, I know, but he refuses to consider his own health. I'll have to consider it for him.
Grandpa, get in the damn bath! Grandpa, eat better! Grandpa, go to bed!
Grandpa, that's the wrong bucket! Okay, seriously considering switching his Japanese to English. Facing the truth. Her mind at ease, Lena is ready to return to her duties.
I would just do it if you're gonna have trouble reading that often.
I will not keep you. You and your comrades have much to discuss. I will see the others back to their posts. Well. Map. Where do I gotta go now? Facing the truth. Speak with Alphano. Turn to the Crystarium.
You're gonna spend money on that short of a trip?
Yes, I will. I will spend even 1 gil to shave off my travel time by 1 second. 1 gil for 1 second's not bad. Wait, is it? 60 gil for a minute?
If it was that, then maybe. But when you're looking at travel time or travel costs of over 1,000.
Do you have business with the Crystal Exarch? Just say the word. I will be happy to escort you to the ocular. I'm sure this guy's voice changes every time I speak it. An adventurer calling himself a warrior of light. Why would anyone tie themselves to the legacy of individuals held in such low regard in the first? Warriors of light, harbingers of the flood and all the world's woes. That this wanderer would so boldly claim their title is most curious indeed. 'Tis strange to think how heroes so beloved by the people would be brought so low in a short time. In so short a time. Alphanel tells me a warrior of light has slain the Sin Eater. Quite frankly, I'm not sure what to make of this. Ah yes, I was hoping to speak with you about... hold on a second. On second thought, never mind. It would be rude of me to pry. Is he... Oh, is he getting jealous? That I took his granddaughter or something?
No.
The others were quite shocked to hear that what we found in Lakeland. But now that you're here, there's a proposal I'd like to make. I've been spending a great deal of time in the Cabinet of Curiosity, and of late I have noted more than a few and more people pursuing books on history, the years leading up to the flood in particular. I suspect they wish to know more about the Warriors of Light, as they should, but nearly everything I've come across describes them as Sin Eaters or worse. Regardless of whether or not this Warrior of Light is who they claim to be, I worry that their sudden appearance in conjunction with this renewed interest in their predecessors may lead to growing unrest and fear. If the people of the Crystarium seeks the truth, I say we give it to them. I too can attest to the falsehoods found within full many of the cabinet's tomes, with nary a mention of the noble deeds of Ardbert and his comrades. To be fair, they bear some responsibility for the flood, but when the tale is told again and again over the course of a century, I am not surprised to see their roles distorted and then painted as villains. Were it not for the records stored within the Crystal Tower, I would have had no reason to question the narrative. Unfortunately, that knowledge was of no use, for when I arrived here in the first, the reputation had already been irreparably tarnished. That said, there still remained those who worked tirelessly to defend their good name in those early days following the flood. Considering all the good they've done, I find it a wonder they needed defending at all. They brought to justice the man who misused my knowledge to bring about the fall of Ardbert. That such heroes could be spoken of in the same breath as Sin Eaters is absurd. Under normal circumstances, I would agree, but as time passed, those who knew firsthand of their deeds dwindled. In the end, only one truth remained, that they were the cause of the flood. With the world on the brink of oblivion, it was all too easy for the Warriors of Light to become villains deserving only of resentment and hate. At that point, the truth mattered little. It would not change their lot. Thanks to all of you, however, their lot has changed, and now they may heed the long-forgotten truth. You claimed it was Ardbert who helped you overcome the Emmett Silk, correct? Such a revelation would do well to sway the hearts of those who know him only as a villain. I have shared this with a select few, but one and all must be told of this sacrifice. To that end, I say we proceed with Alphino's plan. We called together the people of Crystarium and recount to them the true tale of Warriors of Light and the flood that followed in their wake. Well, what say you, Raki? Spread the word, I say. Then we are all of one mind on the matter. Good. Exarch, might I ask you to continue working with Beck-Luke on our means of returning home? The rest of us will see to gathering these people of the Crystarium in the XIV. The XIV? We have to reach out to anyone and everyone who might be willing to lend an ear. With any luck, word will spread and more will accompany them. I recently noticed that my pronunciation of things has been lacking as of late. I have seen many great and terrible things in my long life, as Exarch no doubt. As has the Exarch no doubt. Of man I can say this. His memory is short, his heart fickle. Let us pray that your words reach him. There can be no darkness without light, and so that Ardbert was there in your hour of need. The people must be told. Something, 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 dark side, something, something, something. Warriors of Light. Speak with the people. How fun. Well. That's a neat whatever that was. Who the heck is this? I bet I could do that. Oh, how long was that? No. Do I even want to read this? Search all over. They're good at what they do. They can even tell where to know. But with my health, you can also cross the road. Smartfield melding the dreams of Skywatch and the source, and the first Skywatch now provides forecasts for every region. Oh, okay. I accidentally did some dialogue that I was going to cancel. Like, was that really a feature that needed a NPC to dialogue for me?
What, weather forecasting?
Yeah.
It's been around for a long time, and it's mainly there for people who do, like, fishing and whatnot. Because, from what I understand, weather can affect certain things, like occurrence rates for different fish and other things.
That's definitely a pain. Well, what a coincidence! I was just reading over a letter I received from Grenold not long ago. He says a visitor from the Crystarium found him at the bottom of the ocean, and that he inspired him to reach a new artistic heights. Well, I can only think of one person capable of both feats, though I'd say the latter is far more impressive. To think fate could bring the two of you together in such a place. By the way, Warrior of Light. I'm sorry? You mean the Exarch didn't tell us the whole story of the Warriors of Light? Well, whatever he's left unsaid, I'm all ears. Wow, I feel like we're about to like have a we're about to call mass at church to reveal some blasphemy that so that's gonna be fun, right guys?
Well, considering the past couple hundred years or whatever it was, these people have seen the light as quite literally an evil.
I mean, yeah. The light turned my parents into sin eaters and ate my sins. I mean... Rocky! My, what a wonderful surprise! Though I hope your being here doesn't mean someone's been hurt. Thanks to you, I've had far fewer patients coming through my door of late. Which is a shame, come to think of it. I've had fewer opportunities to test my new medicines. By the way, Warrior of Light. Hee, I jest, of course. It's actually been quite pleasant to have a few moments to myself now and then. By the way, Warrior of Light. The truth about the Warriors of Light? But the Exarch has already spoken with me about them. Well, if there's more to the tale, I'd very much like to hear it. I don't know, that voice feels weird. Who is next? Who is next? Musica Universalis Markets. Oh, that's right. I remember you messaged me about how you like the opening to solo leveling. What about the end?
It has zero reason to be that good.
Yeah, Lisa is definitely a top tier singer. I don't know who does her music, but she has a good voice. I think it was the opening to the season 1 of Demon Slayer that just rocketed her career. That song hit hard too.
I have actually not watched any Demon Slayer, to be honest.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, serious.
I'm impressed. I feel like that's one of those things that's hard to do nowadays. Because I feel like that show has become like a universally accepted good show thing.
It's certainly one of the ones that gets talked about the most, yeah.
And
apologies for the weird moments of silence from me. I'm trying not to flood the audio with pouring water.
Oh, okay.
I have to hand carry water to my turtle's aquarium.
Of course. By the way,
no one wants to listen to 100 gallons being poured out over a long period of time.
I'm sure it sounds interesting. What about the ending, though? Have you taken a moment to listen to that one?
A little bit, but I feel like it didn't hit anywhere near as hard as the opening.
Really? Wow. Alright. TK, who sang the ending, is one of those, another one of those I consider like God's a top tier voice. he sings very, very high. And his music, his singing style is closer to like growling from like the kind of growling you'd hear from a like a metal song, except that it's high pitched and it's very high pitched, and the music is more like rock, kind of. Not really rock, like electronic rock.
I'll have to actually sit down and give it another gander.
But I recently read the lyrics, and the lyrics just pretty much sums up season 1.
Kind of an odd choice, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's like if you took the summary of season 1 and turned the lyrics, that's that song. But he's I first knew about him when he sang the opening to, what was that called? Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah, and he hits just as hard as he did in that opening in this song. I really liked it. Alright, let's see what Bragi has to say. Come to browse wares in the market, have you? Well, I guarantee you'll have no trouble finding what you need, wherever it may be. Under Yulmor's new leadership, trade has never been more prosperous. Word is that fellow from Daedalus Stoneworks has taken over as mayor. Did he really? Little wonder business is booming the way it is. I imagine it won't be long before all of Norvrent reaps the benefits. But you've not come to talk about the market. Something on your mind? By the way, Warrior of Light. I see. The Exarch did mention he had something to do with your returning the knight to Norvrent. Alright, consider my interest piqued. Thank you. Glad to know your interest has piqued. Piqued. Such a funny word. South. South.
So, in terms of Tokyo Ghoul, never watched the anime.
Damn. Wow.
I am a ways into the manga though.
Alright.
So I'm not completely ignorant in terms of that one.
Okay. Yeah, as far as the manga goes, I read all the way up to the point where, what was that point? Point where he lost his virginity?
He gets laid?
Yeah, he gets laid. I'm pretty sure he got laid. Pretty sure. And
I can't recall a sex scene of any kind.
So it would be like season 4 of the anime area if they have season 4. Because season 1 of the anime is him all the way up to the point where he gets tortured and awakens as the one-eyed demon.
So I passed that part.
Yep. Season 2.
But I think I left off roughly where shortly after that. I think I ran out of manga and thus also running out of shelf space to get more books.
Yeah, season 2 of the anime was him doing the one-eyed demon stuff until he loses somebody close to him. I forget who. But he really respected the guy, and he brought him over to the authorities and begged him to save him, and then he was captured, experimented on, tortured, and eventually lost his memory and became a inspector. At that point, season 3 starts, where his hair he still has white at the tips of it, on the tips of his hair, but he has a lot of his black hair returning, because as an inspector, he's been living a fairly happy life, hunting down other what are those things called? Vampires? Bloodsuckers? Ghouls? Ghouls. Yeah.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, he's regained his appetite for normal human food. He's regaining his black hair. He's got a lot of subordinates that he really appreciates and really appreciate him. He's been climbing up the ranks and stuff, right? And then that's as far as I know what happened in the anime. Maybe season 4 came out, but season 4, if it did come out, should start with him regaining his memories as the one-eyed demon, reawakening his ghoul powers, and going let's apocalypse Tokyo mode or something, in which he rejoins the ghouls, and I think he gets laid with the purple-haired girl who always has one eye covered. That was his friend in the cafe.
Oh, the one that his work senpai.
Yeah, who taught him how to be a ghoul.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
the one who basically treated him like he was a child,
or a
and then
person,
once
at least.
and then the moment he starts becoming all powerful, she's finally awakened that she has more attachment to him, overall, and wants to help him and everything, and all of a sudden he's like, "You're too weak, let me protect you now," and just leaves her behind, and she becomes distraught.
Something like that. It's been a hot minute since I last read it, because I read chapters, and I didn't go back because releases are too slow, honestly.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure he got laid. I'm pretty sure she got pregnant, and he's getting angry because they took her hostage. And that's the part where I stopped, where I ended up getting off.
You took my ghoul waifu. You took my ghoul baby. I'm a ghoul all over you.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, it was at that point in the story where the mastermind of ghouls and humans and stuff was revealed or something like that. But yeah. TK is a pretty good singer. And that was why that topic started. Let's see what Glittered has to say. Well, to what we owe the pleasure. Whatever it is, I ask you to be brief. With the night return, visitors have been flocking to the Crystarium, and I find myself too busy by half. I don't mind it though. Seeing the stairs so full of life and excitement, one can almost forget the flood ever happened. By the way, Warriors of Light. The Warriors of Light? Yes, the XIV mentioned them before, but everyone knows them now as the Cardinal Virtues. Or are you suggesting there's more to it than that? Cardinal Virtues. Oh my gosh. Well, you've yet to steer us wrong, so I'm willing to hear what you have to say. Well, that's okay. And the last one is at the Cabinet of Curiosity. You know what's something about the... What was this, like, Shadowbringer? Yeah, Shadowbringer? Yeah, something about Shadowbringer that, I wish they had more of. I wish they had more of that fairy. Like, it feels like her role in the story was very much, afterthought plot device.
Yeah, for the outside of the whole fairy zone, or the region, her only real role was to sit there and like give a logical explanation as to how you're still selling your shit in the source, and thus able to, you know.
Yeah, I feel like she could have been
make use of your people.
I really feel like she could have been a much more fun character, like the Lalafell in the Stones. Got her name.
Tataru?
Tataru, yeah. She could have been like something fun like Tataru, but the first. You know?
Tataru will actually continue growing into a much bigger role.
Yeah.
She actually very much comes into her own.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish the fairy had a much bigger role. I absolutely adored her. I was thrilled to bits with her. I immediately just, yes. I am your sapling, you are my branch, we are now inseparable, we are one. Like, if I thought anyone would ever hurt her, I would end their miserable existence in the most painful way possible.
But yeah, she only showed up. She literally just showed up to explain trading and going back and forth, and occasionally showed her face, like once or twice in the ferry area.
She very much played out like your personal cheerleader, but would only show when you decide to actually call upon her, or she got so fed up on waiting for you to call on her because she wanted you to rely on her. She was she was like an older sister who is overly affectionate.
Yeah, a little bit. She definitely. After she showed up as, after she became the Queen of the Fairies, like the last time she shows up, she's literally like, "Oh, it's like, yeah, I'm here to help. Thanks for considering me as an afterthought. Let me go stop the giant." the floating castle for you. All right, great.
Yeah. When that scene happened, I chose a. Uh-oh, looks like I'm in trouble again. My sapling never calls on me for help. Like, she wants to help you so bad, but she wants you to ask her, not just come barging in. It's sweet.
Alright, let's go see what Morin has to say. Oh, this can't be. Surely there is at least one book here that does not cast the warrior's light and their deeds in such a negative light. Yo, Warriors of Light. Oh, Rocky, forgive me. The Cabinet of Curiosity has been bustling with visitors of late. I fear our repository lacks for knowledge they seek. The people wish to know the truth of the flood, of the Warriors of Light. I have searched high and low, but alas, every account portrays them as no better than sin eaters. Abominations worthy only of scorn and resentment. I know they were not always judged so harshly, yet I could find no proof, and I dare call myself a librarian. Warriors of Light. You would address the people and tell them the truth of the Warriors of Light? Of the Flood? How wonderful! You have regaled me with the tale once before, but I would love to hear it again. Oh, and you may be assured I will not come alone. Wonderful. Drop. Ugh. Oh my god, that still makes my stomach churn. Speak with Alpano. Okay. Okay, just waiting in the right spot. Yeah, I gotcha. Those I spoke with in the orchard, at the orchard and rookery were keen to hear what we have to say. For as such hope as they have for the future, the scars of the past weighs heavily on them still. 'Tis good to see the people of the Custarium so eager to learn the truth. And with this newfound knowledge of the past, they will at last be able to look at the future with eyes unclouded. There you are. Between the four of us, I dare say we swept the Custarium from top to bottom. Now we need to wait for the people to gather. Yes, this looks to be nearly everyone. Let us begin, shall we?
こういう時はいつも私が前に出てしまうが、ここは闇の戦士である君の口から語られるべきだ。
Though I am usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion that honor should fall to you. Eh?
賛成よ。クリスタリウムの民には闇の戦士であるあなたの言葉こそ響くはず。
They would be more inclined to take the word of the warrior of darkness.
異論はございません。光の戦士たちの真実は同じく光の戦士でもあるあなたによって語られるのが道理と言えましょう。
Indeed, in the light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak of these truths? All right. Warriors of Light. They do Warriors of Light things. They go on Warriors of Light adventures. And Warriors of Light conquests. Wicked White. The Warriors of Light did all that?
なんてことだ。光の反乱のきっかけを作ったことには変わりなくとも、その後の行いを思うと、俺は。
So they never, I mean, they only ever wanted to help? And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on?
ああ、自ら命を絶って異世界に渡り、救済の方法を探したり、戻ってきたその魂が反乱を食い止めてくれたり。
They gave everything to stop the flood? First their lives, then their souls?
バカだったのは自分たちだったのかもしれない。何も知らず、ただ蔑むようなことを言って。
And maybe they managed it too. In the end, they saved us, and we cursed their names.
これで彼らに着せられた汚名も徐々に注がれていくことだろう。
This should go a long way towards clearing the air. Impossible. I take it I'm not imagining this, then?
ああ、私にも見えているが、まさか、幽霊?
I definitely see something. You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
この私にもしかと見えております。確かにあの姿はかつて我らと対峙した闇の戦士、そしてこの世界の光の戦士であるアルバート。
Nay, you understandeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both, Ardbert.
一体どういうことなの？
What in the world?
あなたはさっきはぐれ罪食いを倒した。
It's you, the one who slew the eater.
まさか闇の戦士が俺たち光の戦士の真実を語ってくれていたとはな。話が早くて助かるが、ここからは俺が引き継ごう。
Huh. That would be the warrior of darkness who brought the truth to light. You saved me a bit of time, though I have a few words of my own to say, if I may.
クリスタリウムの民よ、俺が光の戦士アルバートだ。
People of the Crystarium, I am Ardbert. Why is his name Ardbert?
Why does he look like Ardbert?
Because in Japanese, his name is pronounced Albert. Albert?
I was thinking it was supposed to be Albert, but yeah, for some reason in the English they translated it as Artbert.
Albert. You know what? From now on, you know what? Heck with whatever that's spelled. Albert. Like, you can't, man.
I mean, they can, and they did.
Like, Albert is a very common name in Japanese JRPGs for heroes, heroic characters. He was... You know what? Never mind. I'm going to continue with the story. People of the Crystarium, I am Albert, one of those you know as Warrior of Light.
そんなバカな。たった今、あなたはずっと前に死んだって。
That's impossible. You should be dead.
ああ、その通りだ。だが闇の戦士たちにより世界が真の姿を取り戻したことで、俺だけは蘇ることができたんだ。
Aye, that it should. But as the world has been given a new life, so too have I.
これも光の意志によるもの。俺は託されたのさ。新たな光の戦士を覚醒させる使命を。
I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass.
彼ら闇の戦士たちはこの世界の英雄ではない。かつて俺たちが渡った異世界の住人。したがっていずれ元の世界に帰っていく。
The hero who stands before you now, the warrior of darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when he must return to his home.
だからこそこの世界はお前たち自身の手で守ってゆかなければならない。
But this is our home, and if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it.
もう英雄に頼っていた時代は終わるんだ。お前たち自身が新たな英雄に光の戦士となるべく立ち上がる時だ。
The time to rely on savers from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new warriors of light.
俺たちが光の戦士だって。
What? Us? Warriors of light?
どんな英雄だって何も特別なわけじゃない。俺だって一回の冒険者に過ぎなかったんだ。
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure.
それが旅先で人助けをしているうちにいつの間にか光の戦士だなんて呼ばれ始めた。
But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice, to lend that aid I could to those in need, or not, and I always chose the former.
ここにいる誰もが光の戦士になる可能性を秘めているんだ。重要なのはこの世界と人のために立ち上がろうとする意志だ。
Any of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man and the resolve to see it through. Words, more words. Convinced by me you are.
アルバートの魂が最後にどうなったのかはテンペストでの戦いの後あなたから伺いました。ですが彼はこうして目の前にあり正論を語っている。
From thine own lips did we learn of Arbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony.
ここで異論を唱えては 市民たちを混乱させるだけ。一度星見の間で話し合うことにしましょう。
Yet whoever this man may be, his words hold truth, and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet. 'Twere better we retired into the ocular, and there discuss this matter in private.
私は残って彼を監視しておこう。必要とあらばその動向を追うことにするよ。
Go. I'll stay here and watch.
Naruhodo. なるほど。あれが第一世界の光の戦士。
So that is the warrior of light of the first.
私は初めて見るが、会ったことのあるあなた方なら見間違うということもないだろう。
I have not had the pleasure of making his acquaintance, but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
わしはかつて彼らと交流があったが、確かにあの男はどう見てもアルバートだ。まさか本当に蘇ったというのか。
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed our Albert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims? Oh shoot, I'm gonna sneeze. Yeah. Oof. Okay. It looks like him and sounds like him, but it isn't him.
おっしゃる通りです。アルバートの魂はエメトセルクとの戦いの際、あなたに託されたのですから。
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
ええ、今もあなたの魂の強い輝きが見えているわ。彼が共にあるという証でしょう。
Nor I. To my eyes your aether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk, and that is proof that it is with you still.
アルバートは復活し得ない。しかし、事実としてここにいる。少し前に話題になった4使徒とも似てはいますが、彼は罪食いであるとも思えませんでした。
Yet that which standeth now before the people is far more passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a senator he is not.
なればこの状況、あるいはまた。
Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
アシエンということ。
That he is an Ashian.
確かに アシエンが肉体を利用しているという線はあり得る。
Given their fondness for posthumous possession, I would have to agree.
光の戦士たちの遺体は彼らに救われた人々の手でユールモア領に埋葬されたと聞いたことがある。滞在人と呼ばれるようになる前の話だ。
From what I understand, the warriors of light were laid to rest in Yomor by those whom they had aided in life. At the time, some few still remembered them as heroes.
それらのうちアルバート以外の者たちの遺体は何者かによって再生され、罪食い四使徒となり果てていた。つまり残る彼の遺体だけがアシエンに利用されたということか。
Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the virtues, and if one were to look, Albert too would not have been difficult to find.
アシエンの仕業だとしたら残るオリジナルはあと一人。
Assuming then that this is indeed the work of an Ashian, my mind inevitably returns to the last remaining paragon to survive the sundering.
アシエン・エリディブス。
Elidibus.
あなたがもたらした報告によれば、ゼノスは彼から己が肉体を取り戻したと。
That Zenos hath reclaimed his own flesh is known.
ということは、かの白き調停者はもはやガレマール帝国皇太子に扮しているわけではない。
Thus evicted from his bottled form, and cognizant, no doubt, of Emmett Silk's failure here in the first.
エメトセルクも失った今、次なる一手としてアルバートとなって行動を開始した。
'Tis quite possible the emissary chose Albert for his next vessel.
遺体を利用するとはおぞましい。いつもそんなことをしておる連中なのか。
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen. My, that is unsavory. And they do this often, you say?
それがアシエンというもの。肉体を持たない彼らの実態は、その存在を認識されないと人に見られることすら叶わないのです。
Verily, for they possess no corporeal forms of their own. In what one may term their natural state, none save those gifted with the echo can perceive them.
エリディブスが砂の家に現れた時、その姿を捉えられたのはミンフィリアと我らが英雄のみ。私は気配程度しか感じ取ることができませんでした。
Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Minfilia and the warrior of light.
おそらく超える力の持ち主でもなければ、アシエンの不確かな存在を認識することは難しい。
On that occasion, I myself remained ignorant of his coming until after his departure.
それゆえに、彼らが人の歴史に介入する際には、他者の肉体をまとっているものと推測されます。
It was only at a later juncture, when he deigned to appear before me in bottled flesh, that I was finally able to take the measure of him.
かつてエリディブスが私に接触してきた際も、きっと誰かの肉体を用いていたのでしょう。アリゼ様やサンクレッドにも視認されておりましたので。
Hold up. I hate it. It's that time of year where bugs are starting to spawn. There's a little, like, flying thing just landed on my monitor. Ugh.
Yeah, I saw a mosquito earlier today. My friend and I were quite peeved.
I need to move up north where the days are shorter and the winters longer. Okay. In such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
ラハブレアがサンクレットを利用し、エメトセルクがガレアン人の肉体でソルテイを演じた。それと同じことね。
And they have gained much by it. Emmet Silk single-handedly built the Garlean Empire in this manner, while La Habrea came close to conquering Erzea, having taken possession of Sancred's living body.
しかし、どの肉体にでもというわけではないようです。なぜならば、我らが英雄に憑依することこそ、彼らにとって最善の策であるはず。
Yet it must needs to be noted that the Ascians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. Were they were able to do so, none would serve as better pawn than our own redoubtable champion.
それをしない、あるいはできないということは、憑依が光の加護によって阻まれるのか、何か別の理由があるのか、定かではありませんが。
Mayhap the blessing of light shieldeth Hadeln's chosen from the Ascians' influence, or mayhap other forces are at work. We cannot say for certain. What the heck? Ah, crap. Oh, there we go. Oopsies.
そんなことをされてしまったら大変だ。とても叶う相手じゃなくなってしまうだろう。
Whatever the reason, I hope it holds true. I dare not contemplate what might come to pass otherwise.
アルバートはかつて光の戦士だった。でも今やその魂もなく遺体だけが残されていた。それが今回肉体を利用できた理由ってところかしら。
It is not peculiar then that Albert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a warrior of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps?
ただ、人々に光の戦士を目指せだなんて、アシエンのセリフにしては冗談が効きすぎているわ。
Regardless, to hear an Ascian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
光と闇の均衡を保つ調停者、白き衣に身を包み、オリジナルと呼ばれる最後の一人、アシエン・エリディブス。
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma, his ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark.
かつて私はエリディブスと言葉を交わしました。
When he made overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask of the self-appointed emissary.
世界の分断と統合の真実を知り、私は彼の策を逆手に取ろうと目論んだ。
I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe, as either wise or prudent.
あの時の独断は決して褒められたものではない愚行なれど、エリディブスのことを知れたのは幸いでした。
Nevertheless, what little I did glean may now prove useful.
その印象を言い表すとすれば、狡猾なる策士。彼は言葉巧みにアルバートらに命を捨てさせ、原初世界にまで導くことに成功し、己が策に利用したのです。
Elidibus possessed a subtle not mind, practice in the art of manipulation, that he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source, with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat.
こたびも人々を扇動しているのは何らかの策を弄しているからに他なりません。
And now I believe he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end. Though not as certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all of our wits if we are to uncover, and thereafter thwart his plot.
さりとて、ここで表立って彼を否定しては、光の戦士たちの真実を知ったばかりの民を混乱させてしまう。
Agreed. 'Tis plain that simply speaking out against him will not avail of us. At best, it would only serve to confuse the people.
それに、アルバートに魂まで託されたあなたのことだ。彼らに再び嫌疑がかかることは望むまい。
And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Albert's reputation once more, nor yours by association.
だとすれば、今はまだ大掛かりに警戒を敷かず、静かに動向を追うことにしよう。
That being the case, it may be wise to keep a covert eye on this Albert's movements as we attempt to discern his purpose and how best to mitigate his influence.
あやつ、演説を終えたようだぞ。このまま黙って見過ごすのか。
His performance appears to have concluded. What now? Go back out and follow him?
アルフィノ様が尾行を行うご様子。ひとまずはあの方にお任せすることにしましょう。
'Twould appear Master Alphino already hath pursuit in his mind, and I suspect one pair of eyes shall better serve our cause than half a dozen. Let the rest of us remain in inconspicuous distance, for the present at least. Oh, I gotta pick one. Pixelberry tree, popoto salad, and robe lettuce salad. Oh, I have some of these, so I'll just take that. Thank you. Popoto salad. We must not act until Albert has made his plans. 'Twould be folly to proclaim him false at this juncture. We were a hair's breadth from defeat when we faced Emmett Selk, and now we must contend with another Ashian. We must tread carefully. What a despicable practice, appropriating corpses. Such depravity eclipses any horrors I witnessed in the age of Volbert. They must be stopped. A sleep disturbed. With furrowed brow, the crystal exarch deliberates your next move. You did well to dispel the falsehoods surrounding the Warriors of Light and their actions prior to the flood. Though I must say, with the reappearance of Albert, or rather, one who appropriated his identity, was rather a curious development. He is an impostor, of that there is no doubt, but to the masses he will appear as a hero returned from the grave. After the warriors of light were laid to rest in Yolmor, the people prayed fervently for the gods to deliver them from their plight, prayed that these fallen heroes be born again for the sacrifices. What a bitter irony. I, for one, would like to know why Albert urged the people to become warriors of light themselves. Ere we take action, we must needs assert his intent. Let us pray that Master Alphino return soon with that most essential knowledge. For now, I think it best to appraise Thancred and Rain for our efforts. When we do confront Albert, we shall no doubt have need of their strength. Agreed. I think it prudent that we all take measures to prepare for what's to come. Beck, Luke, and I will continue our research into how we might improve the spirit vessel, and that it might one day carry you home. Then I think it's time I return to the Greatwood. Until now, everything we have learned of the Ascians have been handed to us at their leisure. But that was one of Elbit Selk's unique fallings. I have no reason to think Elvis will be as forthcoming. Fortunately, I recently received word from Fano that heretofore unexplored chambers have been discovered deep within Quitana Revel. Almet believes the relics within tell of great calamity that befell an ancient civilization. That the Ascians, perhaps, they may lead us to the truths we seek. Would you care for company? I wouldn't dream of going without you. When you are ready, make for Fano. Amet and her sisters will be expecting us. Then let us be about our tasks. Pray, give my regards to the V's. Vils? 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 Is that two eyes? I can't tell, the text is too small. V's. Let's see. Though I would like to join you in untangling the Ascians' machinations, I think it best that I stay here and devote my energies to finding a way to deliver the scions back to the source. Okay. I will help the Exarch in any way I can, but the key to solving our problem lies within him and the Algenai. Alien. Where do I go now? The Fano. Oh yeah, you gotta get to voice the three sisters again. How wonderful. Yashi Green. Let us pray these new ruins are not as unwelcome as the last. let's see. The little sister, the middle sister, and the oldest sister. The allies of Ranka. It feels as if an age has passed since you graced us with your presence. You look as if you haven't seen us in an age. Is this the passage of time really all that different for you? For you, Miss... was it Miss Stell? Miss Stell?
Sounds about right.
Welcome, allies of Ranka. We have accomplished much since you last came. With the Light Warden dead and minions dispersed, we have at last reclaimed our hunting grounds near Raktika Falls. It was there that we discovered more ruins, though we ran afoul of no traps while exploring its halls. We determined that the innermost chambers were warded by magic. We all were in agreement. Therefore, any investigation should proceed, you should be summoned. Before any investigation, okay. We are grateful that you did. From what you have told me, I strongly suspect that the wisdom my comrades and I seek can be found within. This wisdom could prove invaluable, for we may soon face foes a foe whose the greatest asset is our ignorance. I see. Then it is good that you have come, for Ranka was once home to the greatest of weapons, knowledge and understanding. And it is our duty to ensure you and yours do not want for either. That said, we must proceed with caution. To have reached the inner chambers unmolested suggests a more formidable deterrent yet lies within. Come now, surely any threats sleeping within the ruins pale in comparison to those we have faced thus far. This is not a game, sister. You should not be so eager to run headlong into danger. Oh, and who was it pining for the return of our allies that we might venture into the ruins, clutching her staff at night, wishing it were... Oh my. You promised not to tell! Then I suggest we be going. Get back here! Remind me, exactly how old are you and your sisters? Oh, on second thought, perhaps it's not. It's for the better, I do not know. Pray forgive their overzealous nature. None save we three have been privileged to escort you and yours into ruins, and bear witness to its secrets. Their hearts now burn with a curiosity that is not easily satiated. Please, you needn't apologize. As seeker of knowledge myself, I understand full well their enthusiasm, and if not for your sedulous efforts to protect the ruins, we would not be afforded this opportunity. Speaking of which, I believe I have kept you away from the ruins long enough. Come, let us make to the Quitana Revel. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. Where? Oh, I have to actually leave the town. Oh, wonderful. See, I gotta turn it this way. Yep, can't fly. Ah. I like how the path glows. It's got a beautiful hue of blue.
Yeah. It's kind of a cool idea to use flowers to form a path.
What's chasing me? A monkey? Really? Oh, there you are. Oh. Oh. Is this a dungeon? No, no, this is a solo mission. Even Emek Selk was taken aback to find mural illustrating the final days in these ruins. What other surprises do you suppose yet lie within? I feel oddly ill-equipped to venture inside, but with you here, I'm sure things will work out. Ready when you are.
Are we needing to disband party?
Yeah, this feels like a solo. It's got that solo glow. It's almost strange for these halls to be left unguarded. Have care when breaking the seal on the charming door. Danger surely awaits us on the other side. I strongly recommend you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Oh. What time is it? Oh.
We've got
About
13 minutes? No, not that.
like 8 minutes.
8, yeah.
That doesn't feel like sufficient time.
It does not.
Yeah. Probably best to leave this for next Friday.
Indeed.
Yeah. Well. Ugh, my throat. Jeez.
When streaming game requires herbal remedy tea.
I mean, I'm not sure if it's me trying to mimic a lady's voice or me trying to mimic the weird way shit, I forgot his name. Feel bad again. Yeah, I forgot his name.
Urianger?
Yes. Or the weird, or trying to mimic the weird way Urianger talks. I don't know, but something irritates my throat. And always makes me sound deeper at the end of the day. But yeah. I have to say this. As much as I hate the exposition between expansions, this is still well written.
It is.
Although I like the side story with Gundam Warrior Light, but I mean it was a really cool characters and stuff, but
Ultimately, it was a side series.
ultimately it's a side story. Well written, good characters, very cliche. Sometimes cliche carries the day, but
I was gonna say, like, 75% of Final Fantasy XIV is very cliche.
yeah.
And I'm being conservative on that number.
Yeah. But yeah, this is still very well delivered, I think. It's pacing is still a little bit slow, but the exposition not the exposition, what is it called? The tension.
Yeah.
The tension this story provides is palatable and enjoyable. Still generally want to know what happens next.
The tension and everything once you get into Shadowbringers, or not Shadowbringers, Endwalker, jumps significantly.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can't imagine the expansion after that. What's it called?
I have no idea. Dawn Trail. I have yet to touch Dawn Trail.
Yeah, somehow it looks cool, but somehow not Monster Hunter and not South, or not Africa. Or I don't know what that is. Doesn't really.
South America.
Not.
It looks a lot like Aztec or Mayan culture.
Right. Not Central America or something. I don't know. Not South America. Doesn't really. Feels too comedic. Like the trailer looks a little bit too comedic. I don't know. Like, well, I still got an entire expansion to go before I find out. So I guess that's a thing to look forward to. I'll go ahead and call it here for tonight, though. I thank you all for watching. If you liked my stream, please leave a like, subscribe if you hadn't like to see more of my streams every Wednesday and Friday starting. I say starting, but I really haven't been on time lately. 7 p.m. Pacific time. On Wednesdays, I'll be doing either, what was a game called? Cyberpunk or Elden Ring, and Fridays more Final Fantasy 14. Once again, I thank y'all for watching. Good night, everybody.
Good night.